Good evening, everyone. My name is Aziz, and today I'm going to present my presentation for public relations campaign assignment item 1. My presentation will talk about Starbucks campaign called Race Together, and I'm going to discuss with you and critique the campaign from different channels from social media. In the presentation, we will be able to talk about overview of Starbucks company, overview of the campaign, Race Together, objectives and message of Race Together campaign, criticism of Race Together campaign, and company key insight. 1971, Starbucks opened its first store in Seattle in the USA and became one of the most successful coffee shop companies in the world, and Starbucks improved and expanded its successful business locally and internationally. Nowadays, Starbucks has 22,519 stores in 70 countries. Recently, Starbucks gained 14 World Awards and recognitions. As we can see here, Howard Schultz, the chairman and the CEO of Starbucks. Recently, Howard and Starbucks PR team were widely successful in continuous issues about racism and took positive position on gay marriage and gun control with a few backlashes. Okay, now let's move on to talk about Starbucks campaign Race Together. And let me tell you a short story before the campaign started. After 5 days of the crime of killing Michael Brown and Eric Garner and 2 other unarmed black men, the campaign of Race Together started, and Charles involved himself in this emotional public issue. On 20 of March 2015, Starbucks launched Race Together campaign in 12,000 locations in the US and featured ads in the news like the New York Times and USA Today. Race Together objective. Basically, the objective of Race Together was by encouraging the baristas to engage customers to dialogue and start conversations about race relations in America, with the goal of stimulate greater communications and understanding by writing Race Together on the coffee cups of mom. Race Together campaign objective. Basically, the objective of Race Together, it was by encouraging the baristas to write Race Together on the cups, to engage customers to dialogue and start conversations about race relations in America, with the goal of stimulate greater communications and understanding about this topic. Criticism of Race Together campaign wasn't expected, and it was huge against the campaign, as the critics lampooned of the campaign about what happened, where there were backlash and cynical exploded onto social media. Race Together received 2.5 billion impressions in about 48 hours on the social media. The critics on Twitter was posting negative and sharp comments about the campaign toward the hashtag of Rest Together, and toward Cory Dubourwa, the Senior Executive Vice President of the Global Communications for Starbucks, who deactivated his Twitter account because of personal threat he received, as he said. Some critics saw it as the end of the dialogue and the conversation about race relations because they said Dubourwa was blocking Twitter users and deleting their comments about the race. Many critics noticed that there are just two black members in the leadership team of Starbucks, which has 19 members. Moreover, John Oliver, the English comedian political commentator, added his comment about the campaign and he said, I think no one has said no to this guy in 25 years. After the campaign, many people asked why Starbucks promotional photos only included white hands. And that led us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.